morning because we had a 2 hour delay today and we got snow. I'm just now getting out on the road. The plows have been out, but really it's only about 2 inches. A lot of hullabaloo for just a little bit of snow. And it is 23 degrees, so that is below freezing. But the roads right here are pretty decent. And we're headed to school, so it's a little later than my normal vibe. And we've got snow, but we're no day off. We just have a delay. So we're headed to school 2 hours later than normal, and here we are. So good morning, everyone. And I'm sure everybody's busy right now, so we'll see if anybody comes to this video, but I know I have some friends that watch later, so thank you so much for those who are the team replay. Thank you for coming, and my name is Cindy, and thank you for the thumbs up. If you can watch just for a few minutes, I'd really appreciate it because I really need some more watch time. I have over 1,000 subscribers now, and on YouTube you can start being monetized if you have over 4,000 watch hours in 1 year is what it is. So I need some really stupendous content, I guess. One thing they say is, be consistent, keep posting. I like to watch other channels. Hopefully they come back and watch mine. It's another way to get viewers. But really the key is find something that people want to watch. My most watched video is putting fur, how to add fur to your coat. And you can go to Amazon, you can buy the fur, and then you can sew buttons on your hood of your coat, and then the fur has little loops and you can loop it onto your coat. That way you can take it off your coat and then wash your coat, because the coat I have is a tan coat and I still love it. And so that's my most watched video. So I've tried a few other how-to videos as well, but nothing is reaching as popularity as that one. Oh my word, the scenery is so gorgeous. I hope you can see this. I have my camera to the side so you can see. The trees are just amazing. The first, little while after the snow is just so gorgeous because the snow is on the trees and it looks like a painting. It looks like a Currier and Ives painting right now. So the weather is 23 degrees and we had about 2 to 3 inches of snow. So I have to find out if the plow people went, "Hey, good morning, Carrie. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it." Yeah, so this is my car chat. I started this in the fall to show the fall foliage in New Hampshire, and I've just kind of kept it going because it seemed like I just wanted to share. It's such a beautiful drive. The road that I'm on right now is a highway, but I'm in New Hampshire, so it's not like, tons of traffic. And I drive this way to school. I do not work at the local public school. Hey, thanks everyone for coming. Please give me a thumbs up. Please watch for like 3 to 5 minutes. I'd really appreciate it. I know some of you are just like scrolling through. And my name is Cindy. Thank you for coming. And thank you so much for viewing this channel. Please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. I have over 1,000 subscribers, but I really need more watch time. So if you could spare a few minutes, I'd appreciate it. And I just wanted to share the gorgeous scenery in New Hampshire. This is, I think we've had snow like 3 times, and this is only a couple inches. Some winters by now we'd have like 3 feet. But you never know in New Hampshire. I always say, if you don't like the weather, just wait a minute. That's how it is where I live. Because, last week we had -1 degree on the way to school and it was going down. And today it's 24 degrees. yes, 2 days ago in the afternoon, it was 40 degrees. So it fluctuates. But right now, the scenery is so pretty. I just am amazed at the beauty as I drive to school. The sky is very cloudy. Like it looks like one big cloud. I don't see blue skies right now. I'm hearing that we might have snow again, maybe during the weekend and into next week. So right now, end of January, almost into February. We're almost to February 2nd. You know what that is, right? February 2nd is Groundhog Day. So in the United States, I don't know if that's worldwide, but Groundhog Day is when the groundhog, Patuxi Phil, I think his name is. I always have to look it up. He comes out of his hole and they have a big ceremony about it. And he looks around, and if he sees his shadow and runs back in the hole, then we have 6 more weeks of winter. If he stays out, then spring is coming. Puxatawny Phil, that's it. Puxatawny Phil, and they make a big deal out of it. It cracks me up. Grown men with their top hats talking about if we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter or not. I mean, I'm kind of old. I've never really seen it as a scientific reality, but it's pretty funny. And I wonder what's going to happen this year. We've had kind of a mild winter. We had that 1 week where it was below freezing. I think that was record temperatures. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. We've had some below freezing weather, below zero, which is very rare. But I'm going to predict that that we're going to start spring early, which means I need to get my seeds out, start planting some stuff. You know, I like to plant seeds in the windowsill. I've heard some people, they do winter planting. Like you could plant now, put it in milk jugs, make it like a greenhouse, and put your seeds outside, and they will germinate when they're ready. And I've heard that those are much more hardy than growing plants inside. I really love a garden. I have some videos on my channel about gardening. I really am a terrible gardener, but 2020, I gave my hand at it and I didn't do so well. So the next year I tried again and I did better. I did so much better because I started early enough. I got things going. It's kind of a mindset, you know, you get your mind into it and you just do what you need to do. And if you plant enough seeds, you know, if some die off, you still have some left and you'll grow something. But my most success was cucumbers for sure, tomatoes, and which I love because I love salad, lettuce, and sunflowers. So what I did was I just kind of concentrated on a few items rather than trying to plant everything in a garden of your favorites. I found that peppers were really difficult. Somebody suggested celery. I think I'd like to plant some celery. And I also planted flowers, marigolds, stuff like that. So Carrie's saying I did a great job. Well, my idea was to, you know, kind of take it from a really novice perspective and say, you know, can I do it? If I can do it, anybody can do it. So that was my goal. So today is a beautiful morning heading to school. The weather's pretty decent. We're a little bit late, you know, just because we clearing parking lots and stuff like that. But the driving is not any slower than normal and everything's good. The scenery is very pretty and I'm glad that I could share it with my YouTube friends. I mean, I have friends that are on this YouTube from friends down the East Coast, and then people pop in from all over the world actually when I come on these lives. So thank you for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. Um, I've used my channel in lots of different ways. Like, it's not just to grow and, try to make, some people want to make YouTube a job. I wouldn't mind doing that. I'm not sure my content is going to be to that level until I learn a few more things. But I also like to use it for school. Like, I use it as a place to put some videos. And right now, there are students that are in and out of classes. So I've recorded some videos, and then I can share them with my students, if they're absent. So I don't know if they like that or hate it. It's like, I thought I got rid of that class, and now the teacher makes a video. Are you serious? But, if you really want to learn, there are ways, and technology can be used for good stuff. And, kids spend all their time, like, kids, young people, they like TikTok. I'm not really that into it. I know that I've heard it's pretty good for even adults for different reasons, but I haven't gotten into TikTok, but kids do it. And they do video games, they do social media, and it's kind of, they're missing the whole, advanced technology should be bringing us into a, like, more proficient generation. So I hope that I can use it for that purpose. I like to use it to, connect with people, also to use it as a tool to, use it for my channel, for my math classes. I have some math videos. So say I'm teaching, like right now, I'm teaching factoring in Algebra 1, and we're doing the basics. So I made 3 videos from one class yesterday about factoring. I reviewed some factoring. I did a new concept. And so I can, as a teacher, send that link to a student that needs help with that issue. I can make a new video, whatever. And so it's a really good tool. I mean, really, the sky's the limit for education right now. And I'm a teacher, and I believe in education, but a teacher can only teach the student what the student will allow into their life. The teacher could be up there doing every amazing thing, and if the student isn't listening and the student isn't putting in the effort, then the student isn't learning. So we need to cultivate a curiosity in students. Personally, I'm a little odd, because I remember thinking, I thought algebra was cool. I thought it was a privilege to get to do algebra in 8th grade. Like, I was chosen. I was one of the chosen ones to take algebra in 8th grade. I will always be thankful for that, because I don't think I was really that smart. I just had a willing spirit. And I remember how hard it was for me. Like, when I see my students and their eyes glazing over, I remember those days. I remember when that happened to me. But I also remember that when I stepped to it and kept trying, when it clicked, it was so rewarding. And I just love to see that in students too. I love to see it when the light turns on and they're like, I can do this. The first day they're like, I hate math. I'm not a math student. I can't do this. And then they get to the level where I can do this. I think I can do this. It is very, very rewarding. And it doesn't really take much to please me. Like, all you have to do is go, oh, I get it. And I'm just like thrilled. So yeah, I've used YouTube for that, and it's a great resource. And sometimes, even if you want to help in person, there's just not enough time in the day. So it's a good resource. And for on the students' end, they can watch it, they can fast forward something they already know, or they can, screenshot something, or they can, you know, slow the video down, speed it up, whatever needs to happen, whatever they need to do to make it happen. So it's very useful. YouTube is a very useful way to learn, and I'm really using it personally. So, yeah, and I would like to grow this channel. I would like to talk about things related to education. I'm also a library trustee in my town, and my daughter lives in the next state over. I live in New Hampshire. She lives in Massachusetts, and they have an amazing library network. And she was telling me about all the stuff at one of the libraries for homeschoolers. Could be for anyone. It doesn't have to be homeschoolers, but they were doing electric circuits. She said they have different science kits that you could take out. There's like a music kit where they have handbells. There's, what else did she say? Math kits, like a math program with manipulatives, different things like that. And all at her library. At our library, we have books, which I think books are great, but there's so much more that we can offer if we just open our eyes. Our library just purchased a language program where you can learn a foreign language. So I'm going to check into that. I don't really have a lot of time right now. Maybe after the House representative session, because right now I am a New Hampshire state representative and I'm going to meetings, and you have to do lots of reading when you're not in the meetings, keeping in touch with people and figuring out. There are 1,100 bills in the State House right now that we will be voting on in the next, like, about 10 weeks. So that's my main focus. But after that, maybe I'll learn a new language. Who knows? But I have knitting. My brain goes every which direction, so I have to kind of focus. We have the crochet club, so I've been looking at patterns that we can do for the crochet club. I've been looking at knitting things. I want to make something for the fall fair that is really cool, that when people walk by they go, oh wow, that's so cool. So I'm on the lookout for that. And I'm thinking maybe something with like neon colors, maybe like a hat or a sweater or something like that, something unusual. Trying to get my mind to think about that here and there as I have time. And also, I've got all the state rep stuff, plus the library stuff. Right now in our town, we have budget season. The next 2 weeks, we have what we call deliberative sessions. We go to town meetings, and we meet up with the people of the town, as many people as can show up. And we talk about the different things that are on the voting ballot for our town. And we might make changes. So it's very important. Then we have 2 weeks of that, one for the school, one for the town. Then we have elections for the town, boards and things like that. I don't know if we're going to have any real major competition because this week is the last week to sign up for boards in the town. Sometimes people wait till the last minute to sign up. So we still don't know who is going to run for boards in the town. So that will be interesting to find out. So yeah, right now I'm kind of busy. Plus, I have a new grandbaby going to be born May. I have my 12th child is graduating from high school in May, and my daughter, who is child number 10, she is going to be graduating from college in May as well. So it's a really busy time the next few months. I don't know how I'm going to get it all done, but all I'm going to do is take it one day at a time. One day at a time. And I think school is good for that because it keeps me on a schedule. I follow, the times and just do what the next thing. Just do the next thing and trust that we'll be ready when the time comes for the next activity. Last night we went to a school board meeting to explain what you call the warrant articles. So in March, the town has town meetings or town elections, and we have to vote on warrant articles. The warrant articles will be the agreement that we make as townspeople for things that we might change, like increase the budget by a little bit, or we're voting on a few different things that have to do with money, have to do with, in the past we voted on like a fire truck or add 2 new fire department members or police members. There are things that we vote for as a town, and those are called warrant articles. We have those for the school as well. So thank you for coming, Michael. Thank you for sending a message. I appreciate it. And we're on our way to school. It's 26 degrees. The only good thing about the cloudy sky is that I'm right at the point where the sun is glares every single day. Of course, maybe the sun is up a little higher right now, some later in the day, but this corner right here is always hard because of the glare, the sun glare at probably 7:30 a.m. But we're past that. But the scenery is really pretty. That's why I have my phone to the side so I can share the beautiful scenery. We've got about, I don't know, 1 to 2 inches of snow, not a ton. And it's not like icy, but it is 26 degrees. So when I get to school, I got to be careful. We have a friend that they got snow and ice in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta, and my relative, kind of a distant relative, she fell and broke her leg. Can you imagine that story? She fell and broke her leg. She was in the car, and somehow, I don't know the whole story, somehow the cars could not continue moving, and they got in a traffic jam. So people got out of their cars and started walking, and she fell. And she broke her leg, like a compound fracture. And the ambulance couldn't get through, so they had to walk the stretcher in, put her on the stretcher, and then walk her to the ambulance. I can't even imagine how much pain she must have been in. Unbelievable. In Georgia on the ice. Ice is dangerous. Nothing to take lightly. So I don't see any ice right now on the roads, but they usually salt everything really well. So you have to really be careful when you are out and about. If we get a little bit of snow by a little bit, we can keep control of it. It's just sometimes when you get a whole bunch all at once and it's majorly freezing temperatures, then it could be beyond what we can do. And it's kind of interesting nowadays, they will do delayed days or cancel things when it's really bad. Even in New Hampshire, when I was younger, they never canceled anything. And you just kind of drove right through it, but obviously that was dangerous. So it's good they cancel some things. I see the sun is kind of coming through the clouds a little bit, so that's good. So thank you guys for coming, and have a great day, you guys. I'm going to sign off, and I'm almost to school. I hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.